Hey Hilti fans, welcome to this next episode of Hilti Live. My name is Krista and today I'll be your digital account manager. I'm excited to give you guys a sneak peek in this episode of a new product coming in July, the DX6. And to help me walk through some of these features is my teammate Ben.
Thanks, Krista. Hey everybody.
Thanks for joining.
Absolutely.
So I'm sure if you have been on the job site any amount of time, you have seen a Hilti direct fastening tool on the job site. I'd love to know either which tool you've seen or which model of direct fastening you're using on the job site every day. Hilti has been making direct fastening since the 1940s, 1941 to be exact, when the Hilti brothers brought to market the DX100.
Yes, and actually we have a DX100 with us here today. So a little bit of Hilti history. Yeah, so this tool will be about 75 years old. So like Krista mentioned, the first powder-actuated fastening tool that Hilti brought to the market, and a pretty simple tool but very innovative for its day. So you'd put the nail in the bottom. This was just a single nail, single cartridge tool, so you can only do one fastening at a time. You'd load the cartridge in here, put this back down, then you'd take this and you'd put it down on whatever you're fastening. You'd raise up this the piston, take a sledgehammer, hammer that down, and that would basically then fire the pin through the tool into whatever you're fastening.
It's so crazy to think how far we've come in 75 years. Like that seems like it wouldn't be very productive now, but back then.
Yeah, exactly. Big difference between this tool and now this tool.
Yeah, so I'm sure you guys are wondering, another Hilti direct fastening tool, what's different about this one? What makes this one so special? And this is the first direct fastening tool that uses a universal cartridge for all application, regardless of the power requirements. So no more messing around with the yellow, red, and green, yellow, red. No more messing around with shots on the job site. You just have one titanium booster.
That's right. So this is our titanium colored cartridge. And this is the one cartridge that you would use. It's specifically made to use with the DX6. So these two things go together specifically. And in addition to the titanium cartridge, titanium colored cartridge, we have improved the power dial on the tool. So this is now the power dial on the tool. We've moved it to the front, away from the side. We've also simplified it and just made it more intuitive for the user to adjust the power. So you can see I'm on a power level 1. So that would be what you'd be accustomed to a green booster with on a 1. And then if I were to turn this all the way up to an 8, which is the maximum number on here, that's going to give me max power that you'd be accustomed to getting with a red booster. So, awesome. Krista, do we want to demonstrate that for the audience and kind of show them? So, okay, so Chris is going to make some fastenings into this I-beam at different power levels, and we'll see how that goes.
All right, so we're going to start at 1. We're good to go.
Yep, so you can see that was just a power level 1. The nail is almost standing off completely, so it didn't go very far into the I-beam.
So simple push and turn. We'll try 3.
Yep, so on a 3, we got a little bit more embedment with a 3. So let's turn that all the way up to like a 7 and see what happens. Yeah, that was like too much power maybe for that one. Let's try that one more time.
All right.
There we go, a little bit better. So pretty much full embedment with that nail. So you can see we go from a 1 down to a 3, down to a 7, just kind of to illustrate the power adjustment on the tool.
Yeah, super easy. So when we're coming up with new tools, we like to take into consideration how it'll help you on the job site. And so some of the feedback that we got was when you're changing the nose piece, there's just too many steps. So instead of pushing and turning a bunch of times and then pulling out the nose piece on the DX5, with the DX6, it's now just a simple push of the button and turn. So really easy, no more messing around, turning a bunch of times, really easy. And then just push back in and give it a little turn to put it back. The other feature is the Bluetooth. So this was on the DX5 as well. It just gives you an idea of the tool usage, how many pins have been shot, and then when the next cleaning is needed. So really great features on the DX6. So,
yeah, absolutely. Very cool. So do you want to do some fastenings?
Yeah, let's give it a whirl.
Let's do it. So let's make sure you've got enough pins.
All right.
I don't know how many we've fastened here. Oh. Yeah, let's just get you a fresh strip of pins. Get some new boosters.
Thank you. Okay.
Cool.
And if you turn it up to a 3 on concrete, let's see how definitely embeds a little bit more on the 3 than on just the 1. So you can kind of see that power. So Ben, would you like to shoot a couple single?
Yes, and you are very good at changing those nose pieces, I think because you spent so much time inside of a Hilti store.
Yes. Oh, I need the piston.
Yep, there you go.
Thank you. So I used to work in a Hilti store in Chicago for about 2 years, and I would get all sorts of customers coming in, bringing in all these different old models or older previous models of the Hilti tools. The one I remember the most was the DX35. And when you were like taking it apart to clean it, you would like pull the front piece out, the nose piece, and then you'd have to like turn a clip, and then there was a ball. And so it's just really cool to kind of see how far that the technology has come to help you guys clean and change the piston. So
yeah, much easier to maintain this tool, change the nose piece. I mean, you change that nose piece in just a few seconds, and now we're ready to go from magazine fastening track to another common application, which would be fastening wood to concrete with the single base plate. So let me make a fastening here. That looks pretty good.
Nice.
Let's do one more for fun. Go here. Perfect. Very cool.
Awesome. So we've talked about some really cool features on the DX6. Let's summarize into 3 key features of the DX6. We have safety, productivity, and cost efficiency.
Yes, absolutely. So on the safety side, the improved power regulation really helps the user fine-tune the power, helping to eliminate some of that kickback that you get from a powder-actuated tool that can often be very fatiguing on the user. On the productivity side, we've improved how you disassemble the tool. We've made it a lot more simple to disassemble the tool for base plate changes, piston changes, cleaning of the tool, and it's much easier to take apart and put back together.
Yeah.
And then on the cost efficiency side, using one color booster, titanium, versus having to also purchase red, yellow, and green for various applications just helps you improve your cost overall.
Yeah, because when you're estimating for those jobs like renovations, you don't exactly know what you're getting into before you get on the job. So all really great features. Ben, did you have any other thoughts?
So the last thing is that we will still offer the DX5, and if you have a DX5, we'll still service that tool. There's no plans to discontinue that. We're just going to be adding this DX6 to our already historic line of powder-actuated tools in the next few weeks.
Awesome. Well, if you guys have any questions or comments, please put them in the chat. Otherwise, we'll see you next time on Hilti Live. Thanks for watching.
Thanks.